What if I told you that as Byzantium, you could beat the Ottomans by 1449 with no allies? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm even going to include a second run that's uncut and sped up, for those of you who are like me and lack the ability to trust. Also, be sure to stick around for the end of the video where I show you a little trick that results in the Ottomans losing the entirety of the Balkans to you after only the first war. If this video gets enough likes, I'll consider a more extreme version where I do it on very hard and no loans. And seeing as it's Christmas, why not indulge in that Christmas cheer and subscribe to the channel? Is there anything more Christmassy than restoring the Roman Empire? That's not how you spell Christmas. Powers in both the West and the East believe the age of Byzantium is over. We'll see about that one. No allies is the plan. So no Skanderbeg, nothing like that, just Byzantines. First things first, destroy the fort, and let's get ourselves some galleys. See, I feel like expansionist zealotry when playing as the Byzantines, probably a pretty good idea. Because of how galleys work, galley spam is so much more effective than building heavy, in my opinion. And the key part here is that Aeris does not ally the goddamn Akemies, because sometimes they do that, and that's not good. Alright, they didn't actually get any allies. That's ideal. I probably should have been standing there the entire time. It's fine. It's not like I'm trying to do this really quickly or anything. As you can see, the Ottomans have mothballed all of these forts, and that is quite crucial for us. They'll have it like 16,000 over here, I think in Filibe. They'll have 14,000 over here. If we're lucky, they'll attack someone in the east, but they probably won't have time for that. The fact that they're allied to Ramazan and Tunis is a little bit annoying. But I'm not one for restarting, so we're just going to go with it. So we're taking back our core, and then we're going to vassalize them. So the Ottomans have 32,000 troops. That's kind of scary. But they only have 24 ships, specifically 8 galleys. Right, time to hire mercenaries. Copious amounts of mercenaries. Hopefully you have someone with a decent general. There's a 3-2 guy there. That's not too bad. A 2-3. All right, so we've got our troops together. We are losing 13 ducats a month. That's natural, really. I'm going to go ahead and placate as much as it hurts Aeris just to make sure that they're loyal. Here's the thing. If you pull your ships into the Aegean Sea, they're going to put this fort up. So you need to sort of try and do everything at the last possible second. See, I put these ships out. Gelibolu suddenly has maintenance. I take him out again, it doesn't. It's going to take him 9 days to get there. That might be enough time to get to Gelibolu and everything. I'm not sure, but we'll try. Now, some ships are probably going to die here. Whoops is the best thing I have to say about that. And also not bringing a diplomat back, that sucks, but oh well. We need to set our vassals to supportive, and I completely forgot to move my troops to Selenik, but that's fine. We should have enough ships to bombard it. Now, they're going to come and kill these guys, but what I am going to do is that, and they instantly win it. So, they're dead for sure. I'm also going to scorch the earth to delay them a little bit. They're dead for sure, but they did their job. Come over here, and do that. And then instantly come back over here. Right, so we do have 30,000 troops next to us, but we have the straight blockaded. So if we're able to kill these 30,000 troops, then we're fine. And we are going to do the same thing here. Now for this, you need to hold on shift and click consolidate to make sure that you stay high in numbers and don't take too many casualties. All right, we've won it. So we've lost a lot of troops, but we have the strait secured, we have some forts secured, and we have a 20% war score. So far, so good. The issue being these Tunisian ships are going to ruin our day if we're not careful. So that sucks. I think what I'm going to do is get the discipline advisor, and I'm going to just attack the Ottomans. They have a 3-3, we have a 3-2, so they have better generals. It's probably a terrible idea. Now, we can't sustain this for very long, because otherwise we are going to go bankrupt. There's also where, like, Skanderbeg would come in, super useful. But alas, no allies, eh? Alright, comes down to this, boys. All or nothing. Here we go. I think some of them got there a bit too early. But it's hills, so we should win that. Now, the key part here, this is crucial. You put away your ships. You win the battle. So once they try and retreat across the strait, you pull out your ships again, and it forces another battle. At which point, you stack wipe the Ottomans. Right, there's the stack wipe. We need to get rid of these mercenaries very, very, very quickly. Now it's just a race against time. I say race. I mean, you could do this a lot faster if Tunis is in the war, because if you restart until the Ottomans have only Akkinulu as an ally, you can go and siege them down, or it doesn't really matter. Tunis is quite a large nation. Obviously, do not allow these guys to reform in any capacity. Right, and then from there, just, I suppose, speed 5 it. You're gonna lose this siege. You could probably push across at some point, but I don't know how I feel about that. Oh man, Aeris taking the Tunisians to town. So there are 10,000 Tunisians here, right? Which means there are probably no Tunisians at home. Also, very good idea to split up your troops and loot everything here. I'm doing something a little bit risky. I'm leaving behind these 8 galleys, which should be able to beat the Ottomans. And then the rest of them are going to come over here and blockade Tunis to try and get them out of the war. To be honest, at this point, it's almost 1450. You can get back pretty much everything you want. Like, realistically, you can take back your cause by 1450, which is awesome. That was close. That could have been very bad indeed. I wasn't paying attention. By the way, those guys in Tunisia died. If you want to do that, you can fully commit to it and send your entire army, and you should be able to easily take Tunis. Right, and to show that it works every single time, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but unedited footage. So no restarts, nothing, just complete sped up footage. It feels weird just to have silence here, so I thought I'd commentate over the top of what I'm doing without editing the audio afterwards, just because that sounds like more fun. So here I'm selecting my estates, obviously, and building galleys and troops and everything according to my old plan. Then we've got the war against Aeris. This time I did actually stand in Athens and stack wipe them immediately, like I should have done in the first run. I suppose this is a good exercise to see if I can actually do all the audio stuff in one take as well. Alright, looks like we finished up the war, vassalized them, again, as per the plan, and we're hiring mercenaries. Gathering up all the boats, it looks like. God, this is 800 times speed, by the way. Sorry, 8 times speed, not 800 times speed, 800%. Looks like we're about to declare war on the Ottomans. I think here I'm just tallying up the numbers to make sure I have enough cannons to actually do a barrage, because obviously that's quite important, the day 1 barrage with 0 people in the garrison. Looks like one more mercenary company is being built. Alright, and here we go. Taking Gelibolu, then you've got the 3 troops over in Constantinople, split them up. This run actually goes better than the first one, so that kind of annoyed me a little bit, because the one that I actually didn't do a live commentary for was better than the other one. Obviously I've got the 3k die immediately. I actually lose this garrison thing, assaulting the garrison 3 times. I assault the garrison 3 times and twice I lose it. So I finally get the fort there, and I just decided to carpet siege the Ottomans, because that sounds like a good idea. I was also scorching the earth around the place in case the 16k got a bit too far away. Here you can see I'm angling for an attack, but the 16k comes straight back in. So I decided to go and try and bait him out again. Ideally, you'd want to split these 2 armies up as much as possible. And then, unfortunately, my game crashes. So that's fun. It's annoying, but here we are. I mean, the whole point of this being unedited was to show that it works every time, and I think it does prove that. Here I go, I get the stack wipe off because I attack the army without a general, and then the second army comes in, stack wipe them, and then that's pretty much game over. Here I decide to go across the strait, just to try and gather up a little bit of extra war score. I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible. Not really necessary, all of this. It was just because I saw an opportunity, and as you can see in a second, when there becomes too many Ottoman troops, I decide to retreat. And there we go, 80% war score. To be honest, we could probably just sit here as they tick down to low. We can actually make it happen a little bit faster if we do something like this. And there you have it, sped up for the second time to prove that it works. I mean, there was that crash, but like, honestly, I think I've proven my point here. If you wanna call an issue with that, then by all means. So as for the peace deal, what do you want to take? Well, here's what I take. Those are the main land areas that you want to take, in my opinion, as well as money, because money is always good. But usually it's not going to get much better than this, unless, of course, you have managed to trap the Ottomans on an island. But that, in my experience, is a little bit dicey. It doesn't really work 100% of the time, so I don't really want to include it, just in case. Now, why have I taken these provinces? So, the reason I've taken these provinces is because I want Bulgarian rebels to rise up. In the interest of time, I'm just going to decrease autonomy and try and get you that a bit quicker. So I'm going to provoke Bulgarian separatists to rise up. I don't think you would be standing there, Bosnia, buddy. But then the Bulgarians are going to go and take back their land. I'm going to siege back this Bulgarian land here. And then I'm going to release him as a vassal. I think some of you can see where this is going. And the Ottomans have no way of sieging back that land. There we go, there's one province, and we start to see it happen. Obviously, it means they're going to be disloyal and that sort of stuff, but you can obviously get around that quite easily. Month by month, the Ottomans just get weaker, without us having to declare war on them. There we go. It's as easy as that. So in one war, we now own the entirety of the Balkans. The Ottomans have one province left. Hopefully you found this helpful. Do let me know your thoughts, and if you have any other sort of strategies in the comments down below. Also, if you want to see any other nations or me do anything else in this game, then also let me know. Otherwise, make sure to like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.